I grew up in a big, loving family. My parents raised 7 kids, each with their own goals, passion, and story. I have always been really close to my siblings. They are my best friends. We support, motivate, and inspire each other. The special thing about my family is that not all kids were made by my parents. It sounds kind of dubious, I know, but there is a simple explanation. At some point, my parents decided that they wanted to give every child the opportunity to grow up in a loving family like ours, and they started foster care. This means that for a variable amount of time, there was an extra child in our home that wasn't safe in their own home. Sometimes for a couple of days, sometimes for a couple of weeks or months, and sometimes, really sometimes, forever. One of my, not biologically, but it feels like my real brothers is Danny. Danny is one of the most inspiring people I know. He hasn't had the most simple childhood, slightly said, but he now uses his experiences to help and inspire other youngsters. One day, I wish to be just like him. I can remember the day I met Danny as if it was yesterday. At the time, we lived in a spacious country house just outside a small village called Strijen. We had a really big yard with an old trampoline in it. I was playing on the trampoline with my other siblings when I saw Danny enter. A boy of around the age of 13, with a slightly terrified look on his face when he saw all of us. But besides fear, I also noticed he was a bit relieved to see us. He went to sit at a table on the terrace with my parents and someone from the foster bureau. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but it looked serious. My mom saw I was watching them from the trampoline and looked at me with a comforting look. I knew everything would be fine. So I returned to my trampoline game. When we first got the trampoline, we made a rule in the house that only one person at a time could be on the trampoline because of safety issues and blah blah blah. This rule often led to discussions about who could go first. And today was one of those days we fought for our trampoline rides. In the middle of my "but you went first last time" speech, my mom came up to us. The comfort in her eyes was replaced by a very serious expression, and I knew I had crossed a line. I was a bit afraid, because I didn't want to disappoint her. She told us, with her voice soft and fierce at the same time, to stop fighting, because this boy had had enough fighting around him at his home. This was the moment I realized that not every child had a loving and safe environment to grow up in, and that I should be really grateful for mine.